Capture the objectives. Securing A. Enemy has Charlie. Alpha secure. Off the grid. Care package ready for delivery. Securing B.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is your man with a plan, Endorphin Rush 23. And I'm coming at you here with my first ever Call of Duty Ghost gameplay. This actually isn't a full gameplay. I'm just showing off the K.E.M strike, which is a 25 or 24 if you have hardline gun streak in the game. And we're playing a little 6v6 domination on the map Flooded. And as you can see, I'm running around with the Bulldog shotgun. And this is definitely a pretty good shotgun map, especially with domination, where the flags are located. Most of the flags are located in pretty close quarter areas, so a shotgun works really well on this map. And if I could recommend any shotgun, it'd definitely be the Bulldog shotgun. I'm using the extended mags and the range attachments. It's called something different, but it works similar to the range attachment from Black Ops 2. So it gives your shotgun a little extra killing range, which is incredibly important, it seems like, because the shotguns are pretty weak at distance in this game. And I gotta say, this is probably the best shotgun I've used so far, although I've used 3 out of the 4 shotguns. And the first pump shotgun isn't too bad. It's got some pretty nice damage to it up close. And if you put the foregrip and the range attachment on it, it works pretty well. But I still was getting a lot of hit markers. At least with this one, you can kind of spam it a little bit. And if I could say, it kind of reminds me of the Striker from Modern Warfare 3 with the range attachment. Of course, you don't get as many shells in your magazine as you did with the Striker, which that'd be nice. That would really make this gun good. But yeah, let's talk about Call of Duty Ghost for a little bit. I gotta say, it's definitely a unique game. Not super unique, like they've changed the whole format or anything, but it just feels like a totally different Call of Duty. It's extremely fast sometimes, but it can also be extremely slow, and it just depends on the lobby you're in. If you're in a lobby this is actually quite frequent, it happens, where people will sit in just random corners and just don't move at all. I mean, I've been in games on Warhawk where people have just laid in the back of the map with infrared snipers, and I'm just like, why do people, what are they getting out of that? I mean, how are they having fun playing the game, just laying down in the back? But they kill me, so they're probably laughing at me. But yeah, it can also be really fast-paced too, because the guns kill incredibly quickly. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing, just depending on how you're playing at the moment. So it's definitely got a pretty good pace, and I gotta say, the maps, if they were smaller, this game would be really fun, and if they weren't as cluttered too. A lot of these maps remind me of Downturn from Modern Warfare 3, which definitely is not a good thing. Another really disappointing thing with this game was that there is no 9v9, no ground war, which would make this, I think it would make this game at least, instead of scoring like a 7 out of 10, it'd probably be like a 9 out of 10 if there's ground war in this game. Which I know that they took ground war out because of the graphical improvements they made. And I know that ground war is on the next gen consoles, but I definitely won't be getting one of those anytime soon. So that was really kind of disappointing. But I gotta say, one of the positives is just the variety of customization. I think there's over 30 perks in the game, and all of them are viable. Like if you played World at War, there's a lot of perks in that game, but some of them were just extremely useless and should have been combined into multiple perks. But in this game, all the perks seem to have their place, and all of them you know, you can kind of switch up your style any way you want to play. If you feel like camping, there's plenty of camping perks. If you feel like rushing, there's plenty of rushing perks. And if you feel like playing the objective, there's plenty of those too. So I really like that. And also the sound engine is amazing in this game. The guns sound so good, and I noticed something when you're shooting in. Hold on, here's the K.E.M strike. Just listen to the sound of it going off. It's pretty sweet. So. And you'll see that it really alters the how the map looks and stuff, which I didn't know that it did that on every map. But now that I do, I probably won't call them in until the end, because as you see, it makes it almost impossible to actually see people far away. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.